Hi dear loves, this is Nicole, and this is our June 2016 overall energy spiritual guidance. I've been receiving many notes of spiritual guidance coming from different pathways, and this is a collective on the spiritual guidance we have to get through this beautiful month. This is a month of inspiration. This is a month of being encouraged through intellectual conversation with the Gemini new moon. Our messenger of the gods is in Gemini at home. And so I feel like there's just a bunch of beautiful thoughts, random thoughts though. I don't feel like these are all thoughts that will land. Like right now I'm seeing beautiful, it's a silent night, and I see the spotlight, the street light, and I see the rays from the sun, from the street light, and I see the beautiful snowflakes falling down, but some of them are simply dissipating before they reach the sidewalk. And so those beautiful thoughts are just coming at you during brainstorming, during socializing, networking, and just harmonize that beautiful energy this month. I feel like we have the Gemini new moon, and we have a Sagittarius, the second Sagittarius full moon. I feel like what we have been considering, what came to the fullness of ourselves, our soul solitude, what came during meditation, what came during those moments of, I can't take this anymore, something needs to change, something has to give, I'm sick of this over here, I'm tired of living like that, I'm sick of being single, I'm tired of meeting the same type of person, I'm sick of getting the same thing from a man, or I'm sick of hearing the same excuses from a woman. Whatever that was that surfaced in May, I feel like it's going to come around again in June towards the Sagittarius full moon. And that Sagittarius full moon is on the 20th. So on the 19th, 20th, and I'm of the soul belief. We feel that energy. I'm a very sensitive soul. I'm not the only one on this beautiful planet with a sensitive soul. Some souls are even more sensitive than mine. You'll feel it well before the 19th and 20th and well after. So honor that sensitivity, that level of sensitivity within yourself. This is a full moon of, excuse me, deep knowledge. With Mars being retrograde in Sagittarius, I just feel like you won't really feel that push until Mars goes direct in Scorpio. And that's not until the 29th. So around that 28th, 29th, 30th, you should feel it. My sensitive souls, you'll feel it before that. But just know that when you receive that clairaudience, when you receive that direct statement from people, that very obvious confirmation that you hear, stay clear of the drama. Stay clear from the toxic energy that's coming to you through words, through people calling you, hey, guess what I just heard? If it's toxic, honor your sensitivity the best you can. Get out in nature and walk. Do your walking meditations. Because when you disconnect when you stay inside those four walls, that's when you disconnect from divine source. That's when you disconnect from Mother Earth, and that's when you disconnect from our Creator. Okay, so get out as much as you can, even if it's parking extra far away from wherever you're going into, so that you can just have that time to breathe. Okay? Walk instead of drive, walk instead of take the bus, if you can. Or just sit outside, away from the smoke, away from the gossip this month. I feel like this is a highly inspirational month. Neptune goes retrograde. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Neptune goes retrograde, and I feel like that teaches us to take off those relationship blinders, and we get that reality, our view and our approach, our perception of our relationships, intimate, career, family, community, educational, our relationship with ourselves. The blinders come off and we get that, okay, this is what it is. We see things for what it is. We see people for who they are this month. We decipher from fantasy, our ideal, any games we've been playing, any games that have been played on us. It's over. The truth is very apparent. It's flashing. So they're showing me actual blinkers. The hazard lights, they're showing me that. It's like, whoa, it's in your face. You stop and you see it for what it is. You see that person for what it is. You see your pattern for what it is. Let it sit with you this month, my dear hearts. Because I feel like some of us, it's going to hit us like a ton of bricks. Because there's so many retrograding planets, but then some of them are, boom, going straight, and some of them already have. I just feel like this is a, whoa, okay. And within that, this right here is when you stop because you see it for what it is. And then it's like straightforward. I have a clear path. I have clarity. As I move forward, I'm clear in my value system. I'm clear in my intentions. I know what I deserve. I know what I desire. And I'm not going to let anything stop me now. When Mars goes into Scorpio, we have that aggression, that intensity, but it's loyal to our desires. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Venus enters Cancer and Saturn squares Neptune the same time. And for me, that means grounded love, grounded investment, grounded decisions. But the Gemini new moon, very clever intellectual energy. But like I said, they're showing me again, they're flashing back to, and when I say they, my dear loves, it's my heavenly angels. It's our heavenly angels. It's my guardian angels. It's our messengers of God. And I truly believe that God sends God's messengers so that we can receive divine guidance the way we each can receive it. The way I receive my divine guidance will be different from the way you receive it. And so that's what brought us to doing these videos in the first place. For those of you that never heard me say this, that are new to our channel, honey, that's why I do what I do. Does everybody appreciate it? No. Does everybody understand it? No. There's always a type of level of part that I don't get to understand because I'm being told what to say. When I know that divine source is at the heart of what I'm saying, I have to say it. That is my purpose in life. So this is why not everyone's going to like it, and that is the reality of it, okay? So in that, I realize that it is what it is, and I use that to fuel my passion to serve and to go forward and to encourage and inspire. So I feel like that is like that overall theme of what will happen when the blinders come off in relationships. And towards the end of the week of the 12th, because around the beginning of that week, we have the first quarter phase of the moon, and that's when we have those relationship blinders come off. And that very realistic viewpoint and perception of all your relationships. And dear loves, it's the one that you honor with yourself that is most important. Because after your relationship with Divine Source, it's your relationship that truly matters, that deserves your full attention before you can give your attention to anyone else. And as a parent, I say that. And we teach our children that. They want to help their friends, but you can't help them until you help yourself. And so, having that clear path forward, I feel that tenderness begins to soften your approach. That tenderness begins to soften your body. And so you're able to be approached. And so when Venus enters Cancer towards the end of that week, and Saturn is squaring Neptune, we have that grounded love, that grounded approach and being approached in investments. But it's especially in your home ventures, in your family. Whatever, is really something you're reconsidering, whether you are trying to figure it out how to maneuver through family dynamics, whether you are trying to merge families, you're trying to honor a commitment to another, you're trying to see if this is the one you want to be with, you're trying to make things happen. I feel like it's very approachable, and it's just a warm ending of that week. Excuse me, you're talking to me, dear love. Excuse me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, yeah, I see harmonizing. It's a very harmonizing energy. Excuse me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like you're going to be attracting this vibrational essence in your home, in your family life, in your domestic partnerships towards the end of the week. So from the 16th through the 18th, and then the 19th, we've got the radiance of Cancer energy, which is, okay, now I'm motivated to really honor a strong foundation in my family and home. Maybe I'm getting my interior designing done. Maybe I'm decluttering. Maybe I'm saging. I'm opening up the windows. Maybe I am, we're getting our family together to pray more often. Maybe we are teaching our kids, or I'm educating myself on ancestral wisdom. Maybe we have a new way to approach our aging family member, or how to help them in their process. But this is a very family-oriented, comforting, inner peace, pampering, warm. Have a certain venerance towards your ancestors, and a love for your elders during this time. So it's domestic harmony towards the full moon in Sagittarius, which is on the 20th. And, the Sagittarius energy is just very unique, very independent, and so is the Gemini new moon energy. But the Gemini new moon energy is very intellectual, independent, clever, and witty, and fun. But I don't feel like every thought that you have, every carat of information is for you to use. I feel like it's a stepping stone type of collective in your thought process. And the Sagittarius full moon is where you get to see the big picture. I feel like with the fullness of the full moon brings a culmination. And I just feel like that's when you have this, it's like a connecting of the dots. Like now you can, those beautiful flakes of snow that are either falling and touching the ground or just dissipating in the air, going back into heaven, if you will. That which is dispersed in your reality is connected on the Sagittarius full moon, and you still may not feel the fullness of your willpower, your motivation, your determination and drive until you get this beautiful bout of oh my gosh moment when Jupiter trines Pluto, excuse me, because I have 5 hearts on that day. And that's very significant. This is uncovering, discovering your truth, the truth, and your reality. And it's that big picture. It's the big time. And it's a very big moment, I feel, in the turning point of where you know you're going, of how you know you're maneuvering through your relationships, that relationship harmony. So it's a blessing that you're unearthing, that you're discovering. And with Chiron retrograding on the 27th, you're healing the wounds. And what I'm suggesting to our clients in coaching sessions is to, rather than suppress these wounds that we carry into relationships, and we wonder why obstacles keep presenting themselves in the same way, different color, but the same obstacle. Once we unearth it, we realize that rather than suppress them, take this time to heal those wounds. This is a time to not resist the healing opportunities, because then Mars goes direct in Scorpio, and it's a very emotional feeling, and we're fixed on our willpower, our motivation is going, and we are reconnecting those dots from the Gemini new moon, the brainstorming, the conversations, the thoughts that we have while we're doing the dishes, we're watching the kids, and these beautiful droplets of intellectual brilliance comes to us on how to obtain that relationship balance and harmony in job, career, finances, budgeting, home, work, life, relationship, intimate relationships, academia, relationships. And then we just have this beautiful way to really speak our truth in a loving way, in a balanced, emotional way. So my dear souls that have a hard time to speak your truth and assert yourself and not allow yourself to be taken for granted, I feel like this is a great week for you. The end of June is beautiful for all of us. Take advantage of that very direct energy to really assert yourself with Mars going direct in Scorpio. It can be aggressive. It can be very intense, but it's a very loyal, passionate energy. And it really can manifest in a great approach to the business idea that you've been mulling over, that you've been brainstorming, a great approach to receiving that domestic relationship harmony. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I just feel like this is a month of inspiration, of just pure goodness. So be inspired. Let your mind be inspired through those droplets of pure intellectual love that comes to you. Thank you, heavenly angels. And allow your heart to be inspired. You know, give and receive. Attract the truth of a situation, the truth of all of your relationships this month, so that you can go forward with that reality check and you have a more grounded, balanced way to be, and you have clarity in which way you want to go. Thank you, heavenly angels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, our spiritual guidance for this beautiful, inspiring month is, again, get out in nature, harmonize with nature. This is a changing time. As we blossom, it is in divine timing. We emerge into our higher self. It's perfect timing. It's divine timing. When you think of a flower, flower has to blossom and bloom through its own process. It's divine timing. You can't rush it. And so allow your process to be natural and organic and unfold. And I feel like with the Sagittarius full moon, that's all about higher education. That is the house that the Sagittarius energy rules. So definitely academia, whatever study initiatives you have going on, whether you're taking a summer course, you're embarking on, furthering your education, returning back to school. Did that come to fruition? Did that come to the fullness of who you are last month? This is the month that you get that second go around. Maybe you need to research the grants, financial aid. Make sure that you are in the financial institution that Spirit wants you to be in. That is the most successful path for you. Very inspirational, healing energy with Chiron retrograding, healing the wounds rather than suppressing them this month. You're uncovering some truths. Some truths are emerging. And laughter is always the best medicine when we have this type of energy. Our prayer is, dear Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is our lover. He is our healer, angel of healing. Thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. What did they say? Stay away from the drama this month. Remember that perfect timing is there. The doors are open. Our heavenly angels are there with us, by our side. If we hesitated last month, this month we have that ability to really walk out on faith again in the same initiatives that we feel like maybe we, pray, I wish I would have had a second chance in that. And this is telling you, don't delay or procrastinate. As all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. And what is this month? A month of inspirations, and be inspired in your mind and your heart. Okay? I will never cease being or desiring. Okay, dear loves? The dove of mercy, the dove of the Most High. You will never cease to be. New desires will be constantly born within you, dear hearts, within all of us. Divine Source will never stop answering your desires when you are filled with integrity. Okay? And our expansion is therefore eternal. And what is the expansive planet? Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. And so you may begin to relax if in this moment there is something your desire is calling you to that has not yet come to fruition. Okay, here we go. Archangel Zadkiel, clairaudience. Those notes of tender, loving guidance that are coming to us through those snowflakes that they showed me. In many of your readings, they were the wish flowers that you blew up to heaven, blew out to the universe, and they were coming back to you as answered prayers. So notice the tender, loving guidance, the gentle notes of pureness that doesn't give you inner conflict. Okay, with 37 here, we know that our ascended masters are blessing us. We know that with 7, we're on the right path. And when you reduce that down to 10, you are on the right path. You're creating your future. You're being optimistic about your path forward. You have clarity, and you know that divine source, that spirit, that God is on your side. If you're feeling in conflict with another, this is being assertive in that approach, and to help heal that situation, you see the other person's point of view with compassion. Assert yourself with respect, love, and compassion for the other's point of view, as well as you stand your ground and assert your own point of view. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am going to ask our heavenly angels, I didn't even have them out, but I am going to ask heaven, I'm going to ask the universe, I'm going to ask as messengers of the Most High, the decision that we find ourselves in that really gives us the most turmoil, the most inner struggle this month, I'm going to ask heaven to please give us some spiritual guidance on the way to, they just said, focus on the service that you are doing for the Most High. What brings you closer to your connection with the Most High? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so what is that question? That one question that's on your soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Close your eyes if you can, and let's just go ahead and ask. Heavenly angels, we thank thee. Ascended masters, thank you so much. Messengers of God, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How can our dear souls answer that question for themselves this month? That one question that brought its way into the month of June from May. If it be thy will, how can they decide? Thank you, thank you, look at this. You'll know, you will know very soon. You're ready, you'll feel that you're ready, and you need to be assertive, just what they said. Be assertive in your approach. Understand through compassion through the other person's point of view. Offer compassion, and you receive compassion, but be assertive, stand your ground. So remember, the last week of June and my calendar, exactly what I wrote is to assert yourself. I have it underlined twice. To balance between the passive-aggressive and the aggressive energy, as Mars goes direct in Scorpio, and we are learning at that time how to heal the wounds in our relationship with others, because we will have uncovered a blessing in disguise, because it's perfect timing. And so you balance that energy through assertion. Well, dear souls, thank you so much. Have an inspired month of June. Please view your sun, moon, rising, and ascendant, and whether you were born on a cusp videos as well. View your significant other's video, your children or your parents, but I want you to have an overall spiritually guided way of how to maneuver through the energy that you may encounter. Have a beautiful month. Thank you so much for your loving support. You know I love you guys, and I love you gals, and I love you dear souls so much. I'm very appreciative for your comments, for your beautiful notes of just saying thank you. And the is it the emojis, the little hearts and the stars and the happy faces and all of the things that I see that I don't know how to do. Technologically illiterate. Thank you so much, because they mean so much to me. You mean so much to me, and you help each other. When you share your testimony, it helps all of us, and I'm so grateful that you are doing that for each other, and you truly are serving as light workers for humanity. I thank you. I absolutely love and respect and admire you. Take great care, and I'll see you soon.